Hey, welcome back to your favorite entertainment show, Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English, and it's time for us to jump into parenthood. All right, if you have a teenage person in your house, those teenage years can actually become a trip when it comes to connecting with your teen. But a trip and even games might actually be what you and the entire family need to bring the family together. Kate Loweth is a contributor for Business Insider. She joins us now with more. Hi there, Kate.
Morning.
Okay, let me ask you. It's so hard to connect with your kids, and sometimes just so that because they always think you're not cool and that sort of thing. But there are some ways that we can connect with our youth, and one of those things is like video games and arcades. Why do you think like these sort of places like arcades are making such a big comeback right now?
I think there's something to do with the nostalgia. Parents really remember these from our youth when we were younger, and kids really like the nostalgia element to it. So there's just something for both of those age groups.
I got, now that video games has made their way into the homes, with your Xbox and your PlayStations, that sort of thing, where we had only the Atari and we usually played the really good games in the arcades. So we kind of, we take it for granted that there used to be this place where we would spend all afternoons pretty much engaged. What is it about that arcade experience that keeps teens just engaged for a while?
There's a wide range of games there now. It's not just, the Tetris and the Pac-Man we remember from our times in arcades, but there's, virtual reality games. And so there's just something really for everything. So I have three teenagers, and I find that, they each can find something that they enjoy in an arcade. So it kind of offers a wide breadth of activities for a family.
And there's places like Dave and Buster's and stuff where it's not only just the arcade games, with video games, but you also have like skee ball and that sort of thing. And those are the things that you always seem to remember when you take a family vacation, because I've always said you should buy memories and not things. Family vacations are often all about creating those lasting memories, but how do arcades really foster a bond between the parents and even their kids?
There's kind of a low stakes competition when you go to an arcade. So you're not like actively competing against someone, even though if you have a kind of a head-to-head battle on a Tetris game, somebody might come out the winner, but you're going to go and play another game afterwards. So it kind of lets you kind of compete, but there's not a real champion, that comes
Yeah.
out at the end.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
There are people that, if you're looking to say, hey, I'm going to go on a trip, what can we do that the kids are like and I can like? How do families actually start looking to incorporate arcades into their next trip? And what are mainly some of the must-visit locations all across the country that you found?
Yeah, I mean, I just put arcade into a map, and a lot of times it'll pull it up. The ones I really like are the ones that are kind of a freestanding arcade that might have a bar with it or a
Okay.
restaurant so that you can, eat pizza and stuff there too. We went to a great one in Monterey, California called High Scores Arcade that was really fun. It had Oregon Trail there, which was
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
amazing. I hadn't played that in decades, so. There's one called Sea Cave that's in New Orleans that's an underwater theme.
Oh, wow.
And another favorite is Ground Control in Portland, Oregon. It's a really huge facility, has pinball and all sorts of different things.
I think one of the things that parents need to do, and you hit the nail on the head there, it's like, all right, we're going to go somewhere, yada, yada. Let's say, Des Moines. I'll say Des Moines, Iowa. Like, let's find something that the kids are going to like. Arcades is something universally everybody can play and have fun and watch, and there's some skill to it as well. So I can imagine it can really bring the family together. Is it something that, you surprise the kids and say, hey, where do you want to go? Or do you entice them like, hey, I know we're going to Des Moines, but they got this really cool arcade that has yada, yada. Maybe not oversell it. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, a lot of times I keep it in my back pocket. I mean, it's a good activity when you've had kind of a busy day and you want to have an activity at the end, but that's kind of like low key. Um, and it's also good when, let's say it's really hot somewhere that you've been. That's why we went to the Portland one. It was really, really extremely hot the weekend we were there. So it gives you an indoor activity that's, a little bit more relaxing.
Makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much, Kay, for joining us. Now, if you want to find out more about this and find arcades all over the country, of course, you can head to businessinsider.com. We'll have links on our website, dailyflashshow.com. Thank you, Kate.